and welcome to today's podcast version of the Applexus Expert Series. My name is Elizabeth Frattantuno, and I'll be your host today. With me is Joe Faluyi, Managing Principal for Applexus's Quality Engineering Practice. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on the program today. So we wanted to talk with you about your practice and specifically why do companies need to move from a more traditional quality assurance program to a quality engineering program?
Absolutely. Very good question, Elizabeth. And I like to answer the question first by differentiating between quality assurance and quality engineering, because there's, a lot of misunderstanding and misconception out there about that. Quality assurance is a process that ensures quality, right? And it goes through a process of validation and verification of the program, from verifying that the requirement is spotless, making sure that the code is reviewed, is flawless, analyzing the program, and of course, testing it at the end. This process is very program-centric, right? Now, on the other hand, quality engineering, it's also a process for ensuring quality. However, unlike QA, quality assurance, which relies on the process of verification and validation, quality engineering uses very stringent, continuous end-to-end quality check approach. And this approach usually begins, at the start of a project, and it goes on throughout all the phases of the product development, and it continues through future changes of the program. And it uses the information learned from one program, for quality validation in the second program for improvement. So which I think is really great. Now, coming to the question, the key reason that companies should move, from QA to QE, and I apologize, quality assurance to quality engineering for the SAP program, is that quality engineering focuses on everything that impacts the quality of SAP or any program for that matter. And when you think about things such as documentation, such as the BPDs, the business process documentation, the FDDs, the architecture of the solution, whether you're going on-prem or on-cloud, the development process itself, and the solution, so which includes the data. And the last key piece is the user experience. So all of these things really matter when you start to think about quality engineering. And this is really what makes a difference in the type of quality that you roll out to your productive environment.
Wow, great. So it's not just a change in the name, it's a whole change in the approach and
Absolutely.
Moving things into a different program. So what do you see as the key benefits of quality engineering?
There are four things that I really anchor on whenever I get this question. The first one is user engagement. This process enables early user engagement and feedback. And this is what you need when you're in an SAP implementation or any program at all. You want to make sure that the users are engaged, continuous interaction, so they give early feedback as opposed to the traditional way where the users don't get engaged until UAT, and by then you're already extremely close to going live. And if you're hearing feedback and things that users are dissatisfied with at that time, is almost too late, because you have to go back to the drawing board in certain instances to get those things resolved and back to production. So that's one key benefit that you get following quality engineering. The second part is it has a huge advantage for cost reduction, right? It reduces costs through, quality, facilitating identification of defects early, because quality engineering is engaged at the onset of the project. So as you go through, you're finding issues at the point of injection. So it's easier and much faster to fix those issues as opposed to finding them later on down the development stream. And then of course you have to come back to the drawing board to get them resolved and go the other way. So this is the second thing there. The third one is that it accelerates speed to market, right? This is achieved through early detection, again, where time costly rework downstream are eliminated, because now you're finding those issues early at the point where it's still very easy and very quick to fix those things. So you can truly pretty much move through your project lifecycle very quickly without too many rework. And the last one is that it helps to drive quality consciousness throughout an organization. Because now at this point with quality engineering, everybody understands that quality is everybody's responsibility, right? And then everybody participates in it. So when you have the entire village, looking after the same thing, you're bound to get the quality that you want at the end of the project. So these are the key benefits there.
That makes a lot of sense. And from a personal perspective, I've been caught up in that testing nightmare. So it's nice to know that somebody has kind of thought about the next best way to do this. So I just wanted to say thank you to you for being on the show today, and ask the audience to stay tuned for our next Applexus Expert Series podcast. Thanks and have a great day.